Dear students, I am Bharat Kashyap, lecturer biology at GSSS Majwad, District Mandi. I am going to teach you third chapter of biology, human reproduction, and today's topic is fertilization and implantation. Insemination. During copulation, semen is released by the penis into the vagina. This process is known as insemination. Movement of gametes. After insemination, sperms move rapidly from vagina through cervix to uterus and then reaches at the ampullary region of fallopian tubes. The ovum released from ovary is also transported to the ampullary region of fallopian tubes. Fertilization can only occur if the sperms and ovum are transported simultaneously to the ampullary region of oviduct. This is the reason why not all the copulations leads to fertilization and pregnancy. As you know, fertilization, it is the process of fusion of a sperm with an ovum. During fertilization, a sperm comes in contact with zona pellucida layer of ovum. You can look at the diagram here. This induces changes in the membrane that blocks the entry of additional sperms. This ensures that only one sperm can fertilize an ovum. It is the phenomenon also known as monospermy. Now, role of acrosome. You know, acrosome is the cap-like structure present on the tip of nucleus of sperm. The secretions of acrosome help the sperm enter into the cytoplasm through zona pellucida and the plasma membrane of ovum. This induces completion of second meiotic division in secondary oocyte to form second polar body and haploid ovum. This you can look from this diagram. Now, as the sperm enters here, this is completion of the second meiotic division, and there is formation of second polar body here, and this is the nucleus of ovum and nucleus of sperm. Now, soon the haploid nuclei of the sperm and ovum fuse to form a diploid zygote. The sex of baby is decided at this stage. Chromosome pattern in human female is XX and male is XY. The ova of female has X chromosomes, whereas sperms have 50% with X chromosomes and 50% with Y chromosomes. The zygote would carry XX or XY. It depends upon the sperm that has fertilized the ovum, carrying X or Y chromosome. The zygote with XX develop into female baby and with XY form male. So, the sex of child is determined by the father and not by the mother. So, it is clear from this cross. Let us discuss transport of ovum, fertilization and passage of growing embryo through fallopian tubes. Begin from position A. The ovum released from Graafian follicle. It is collected by infundibulum. At position B, fertilization occurs at ampulla region of oviduct. At position C, first mitotic division took place and two blastomeres are formed. At position D, second mitotic division took place and four blastomeres are formed. And at position E, it lies in isthmus region. 8 blastomere cells are formed and this is known as morula. At position F, morula becomes 16 cell stage and it reaches in uterus. Now at position G, the morula changes into blastocyst, and at position H, blastocyst get fixed in the endometrium, embedded in the endometrium. This is called implantation. So let's study these processes in detail. As we have just discussed, as the zygote moves through the isthmus of the oviduct toward the uterus, it divides mitotically. This process is known as cleavage. The divisions, mitotic divisions, are called cleavage. Thereby, it forms 2, 4, 8, 16 daughter cells called blastomeres. Now, the embryo with 8 to 16 blastomeres is called morula, and it continues to divide and transform into blastocyst. The morula continues to divide and form blastocyst. As it moves further into the uterus, the blastomeres in the blastocyst are arranged into an outer layer called trophoblast, which gets attached to the endometrium of uterus, whereas an inner cell mass, a group of cells which remain attached to the trophoblast and get differentiated into embryo. Now implantation. As the trophoblast layer of blastocyst attached to uterine cells, and these cells divide rapidly and covers the blastocyst. As a result, the blastocyst now gets embedded in the endometrium of the uterus. This is called implantation, and it leads into pregnancy. So with this, we come to the close of this today's topic, and I do hope that you must have understood it properly. Thanks for watching.